I've been doing this hairstyle a lot recently and I wanted to show you how. As usual, I'm going to section off from ear to ear. There needs to be nice clean sections. You don't need to worry about the parting as yet, and then section out the crown. I'm starting with blow dried hair. This was actually washed the day before and blow dried the day before yesterday. And then I just straightened the ends a little bit just for a razor sharp edge. I'm taking out the sides also on both sides, just a little, about an inch and a half so inwards. And then I'm going to make a small low pony with the hair that I've got left at the back. This is going to be tied in the nape. An elastic band with pins on the other side will do the trick. By doing it this way, you just don't disturb the pony too much, and you won't find so much loose hair. And using a hair padding, just smooth that over the top and secure that in place. And I'm going to pin across and diagonally to the way the hair is so that they grip. I'll also pin from the underside, trying to catch the pins that I've put on top so they lock in place and are comfortable for the client. I'm then going to put another pad on top just to give it a bit more of a puff, I suppose, a sideways puff. Now this can be done on the side of the head. It doesn't have to be symmetrical or in the center, and it can be done up higher too. Smoothing the hair from the bottom upwards over the pad, I'm then going to pin them in place with 3 pins. Take as many pins as you need. Don't worry about how many pins you use. I think a lot of artists can get criticized for the number of pins they use, but the client needs to know their hair is going to be secure, especially when there's a lot of dancing. And then I'm just going to clip the tails of that hair over and come to the front. So here I'm setting the side parting. It's always worth doing the side parting opposite to what the client normally has because it helps give you lift. I'm then separating the hairs that's got the smallest amount of hair, and I'm going to create a side braid, taking in hair from the front of the face only. And on this side I'm going to do it tighter, on the other side I'm going to do it a bit looser, just to give a bit of variety. I do about 3 of these, and then I start pulling the hair out where I've brought the hair into the braid. So you'll see me just sort of give it a little tug, just so that it's not too tight and you don't see those lines there. So I'll braid that all the way to the bottom and secure with an elastic band. So here I am just gently pulling those braids out. If you do the whole braid and pull them out, it kind of doesn't pull out as well. So it's good to do 3 or 4 and pull. I'll just pin that in place on top of the bun. And then you can do anything with the tail. Because this one was a little skinny, I would like to have braided it and done a little flower, but instead I've done a sort of twirly barrel curl thing and pinned that in place, just leaving the tail out for now. So spraying this part of the hair now, and then just working it with my fingers will give me body. And then I'm going to do a loose braid. So Mira has her parting the other way usually. I'm bringing it over in the opposite direction, and that automatically gives me a little bit of a boost and a bit of root lift. You'll also find where you take the client's parting normally, the hair is a little thinner in that area, so it's a good way of sort of hiding any sort of thinning hairlines. That's provided your client lets you. This is very difficult to do on yourself, but if you're friends, then perhaps you can work at this together. So with the last bit of hair that I take in, I'm just sort of working that over the pad, and then I'll use that to cover the pad and braid sort of a few more twists to the top there. Secure that off, pin it in place like I did on the other side. And then you can do anything with the twirls, as I said before. You can do coin curls, or you can do barrel curls. I'm doing this kind of a swirly, kind of weaved effect here. So I'm going to hairspray all of those tails down so that they are really sharp, and then I will kind of swirl them around. So taking the crown bit out now, the last bit. Now this bit is optional. You don't have to do this crown bit if you don't want to. You can incorporate it if you like, but with most Asian bridal hairstyles, they like a little bit of puff at the back. So I tend to use this to create a tiny, tiny little puff. I don't want it too puffy. I want to use this with a sort of Western gown. So I don't want it too Asian bridal looking. Back combing, spraying. And then I'll gather that up, twist it, and pin that with a U-pin. Any pins that you see, I will take out afterwards once the hairspray has set. You don't have to use hairspray as much as I have. I wanted a really sleek, smooth hairstyle. If you leave it with less hairspray, you'll get a lot more flyaway ends there, which is very nice and soft. I kind of wanted to go semi-Grecian, not fully Grecian with this hairstyle. And this is the final look. I really hope you liked it. Please do follow Mira on her social media, and do check out the makeup tutorial that will follow in a few days. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.